I'm Raven, and I'm having a pint in all 32 counties in Ireland. Next up, County Kilkenny. I woke up to my mic cable in the shape of a heart, which reminded me of how people love my sandwich making videos.
But then if you keep folding it, it keeps breaking, and then everything has to be folded.
After a quick fit check and a look at today's affirmation, I was off. The train was completely empty, and no one got on at Bajanelstown, so it was all smooth sailing, or training, I guess. It's nice of Kilkenny to let furries design their posters. I saw the first church of Kenny, one of many, and I got to explore John Street and scope out the pubs in the area. However, I wouldn't have to think too hard because I had a tour guide, but he doesn't wake up till 2, and it's 9 a.m. So I'm gonna do stuff, like visit Kilkenny Castle, where someone from Wexford told me the Ross Tapestry, a series of hand-stitched embroidered panels that tell the Norman history of South Ireland, is kept on display. So I went to check it out, as well as caught the tail end of the Christmas decorations on display at the castle. It's our talking position, so now you know that we're chit-chatting. Okay, so 2 times when I've talked to dudes about my show, they ask if my audience is mostly men because I'm, quote, pretty and drink beer. To which I have to be like, no, the majority of my audience are women, and I like to think that that's because they see themselves in some of my experiences and stories, or they want some solo travel tips, or if any person wants some solo travel tips. But I guess I'm telling you the story because I want to know, why are you here? What, do you like these? That's a big ass toilet. I like to think our ancestors were just like us, keeping a little receptacle by their beds after one too many with the boys. But toilet humor aside, I really enjoyed the castle, especially this great hall I had all to myself, which featured stunning portraits and a hand-painted ceiling. And finally, I got to the Ross Tapestry. According to the pamphlet, each square inch takes an hour to complete. To do these 4-minute videos, it takes between 6 and 8 hours because I'm such a perfectionist. So the amount of patience these people have is inspiring. Anyway, a nice stroll around the castle grounds and town center, which was very cute. I especially enjoyed the butter slip, which was slippery, hence its namesake. That might also be a Raven fun fact, I don't fully remember. I also checked out the most metal locations in Kilkenny, the Black Abbey, and the skull outside St. Mary's Cathedral. Our tour guide was still asleep, so we hit up Kittler's Inn, which was the home of Alice Kittler, one of the first women to be tried for witchcraft in Ireland, a history that's very much on display. Had a half of Kilkenny and enjoyed the atmosphere. It felt very Salem, Massachusetts. The spookiness continues as I make my way to the Medieval Mile Museum, which was all about graves. Yes, 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 yes. For €7, you get entrance to the museum and an audio tour, which I'd say is a fair price. They had this really interesting section on death where they encourage you to reflect on how you want to be remembered, such as being put under a tree, being a confident, strong lady, or Giorgio. Anyway, this lad dressed like Stan from South Park is my guide and Kilkenny native, Cian, my buddy from school. So my plan for Kilkenny was to do 4 pubs, 2 of which would be mine and 2 of which would be Cian's. So my second pick was Left Bank, because it looked really cool. And now that I'm looking at it again, it looks like Knox, so maybe I'm just a fan of red lights. Had to get a Smittix, which was less than €18.
Side eye.
And after that, we were headed to Cian's first pick, Ryan's, his local, which featured this whole ceiling of photos. And when I said to the barman, "Oh, I like your photos," so cool. He said, "Do you want to be on it?" So now my photo is up on the ceiling. But this was also the place where Cian told me I look like I play bowling, which, what does that mean? Is that a backhanded compliment or just a bad observation? Like, this isn't even the first weird thing he said to me. On the day we met, he told me I look like Hot Dobby from Peep Show, which, like, I don't. We don't even look alike. With our harps finished, we were off to our last stop of the evening, the Pump House, which I really enjoyed. It was really spacious, the atmosphere was nice, it even had this great beer garden. Cian got me a Tuborg because he either remembered my Tuborg story of when I was in Denmark, or he's a generous but broke bastard. Either way, that's 18 out of 32 counties, 31.5 pints consumed. Thank you to Cian for being my friend and tour guide, and thank you to everybody who's been rallying for Kilkenny. I love your confidence. I loved it, and it's up there with Waterford as one of my favorite cities, and I totally recommend anybody to visit. Thank you so much for watching. As for my favorite pub out of the 4, insert a drum roll, editing Raven, I gotta go with the Pump House. But if you visit any of these pubs, tell them Raven sent ya.